So if you're watching this, you're probably wondering either about the best ways to post to a Facebook business page, or you're wondering about the differences between posting to a business page and a personal page, and I'm going to cover them both for you today. Welcome back to 5-Minute Social Media, where I teach you how to do the best possible social media in the least amount of time. If you've watched a few of these videos, haven't subscribed yet, consider taking a second to do that. Helps me a lot with the channel, and I appreciate that. If this is your first time, though, welcome. Thank you so much for watching. By the end of this video, you're going to know the best practices for posting to a Facebook business page. You're going to know about the things you can do on a Facebook business page that you can't do on a personal page. And I'm going to hopefully save you some time as well, because you're going to be able to do things without making the mistakes that myself and others have made in the past. And if you do most of your work on a mobile phone, I'll cover how to do it on a mobile device as well. And please know, everything I show you today has been tested and proven on brand accounts of all sizes. I'm going to show you how to do a text post, an image post, a video post, a live video post, a link post, as well as best practices and tips for each of those. And then also some stuff about best ways to write, whether or not you should use hashtags on Facebook, and some tips on how to share. So let's get into it. First up, a text post. This is your most basic post. And honestly, I would never do this on my business page unless I was just in a jam and trying to get some urgent message up from my mobile phone, but you should almost always include something visual. We are a visual society. You're in a very busy news feed. But if you were going to type a text post, you would just go to the top of your Facebook page here, click your cursor in. Thank you, all our great customers that allow us to do what we love. Geek out. And then when you're ready, you just hit publish. Or if you want to schedule it ahead of time, you can click this little drop-down arrow and do schedule. You can backdate it if you want it further back in your history. And if you're not sure if you're done with this yet, you can just save it as a draft. That's it. That's all you got to do. Hit publish, and you're done. Next, an image post. So if I was going to do an image post, you can come down here and do add photos to your post, or you can actually just drag and drop a photo on there by dragging it right into the middle of the text update box. It'll upload a thumbnail of it there. Type your caption. I never know which punctuation to use for swearing. What's it supposed to be? There's always supposed to be a pound sign in there, right? Call us. So once you've got your caption exactly where you want it, go ahead and hit publish or schedule, whatever you're going to do with it. I'm just going to go ahead and hit publish here so we can see what it looks like. And there it is. Give it a read one more time. I always suggest to all the people on my team, read your captions out loud, because that's when you're going to actually catch things. If you just read it in your head, you will not catch typos and extra words and punctuation and grammar errors quite as much. Let's say you want to do a video post. Again, like I did before with the picture, you can just drag the video in here like this, or if the video is not necessarily handy where you are, you can click photo video up here. And then you've got a few different options here. If you just want to upload a photo and video, we'll do it that way. So here's the video. It is a video of somebody typing. So you want to put in your caption, then title your video with something. The title of your video doesn't show up in most places, but it does show up some places, so put something there. If your video is something people might search for, you might want to add tags to it. This is obviously just a basic typing video for a post. But if your video had comedy, animals, makeup, whatever it might be, you can type in different tags there. Down here, this first one, if there are people in your video, you can tag them. This third one here is if you want to add a location to your video. If you have products on your Facebook page, you can do products. Messenger button means people will be able to messenger you on Facebook Messenger from the video or from the post. And the two things that I strongly recommend you do with any video, one is captions. If your video has any dialogue in it at all, you should caption it, because 80 to 90% of people on Facebook are going to watch it without sound. So take a few minutes. They have a great caption tool here on Facebook. You can actually generate the captions automatically once the video is done processing. We can't see it right now because that hasn't happened. And then go through and make any edits that you need to. So do the captions. And then the other part is you want to make sure to choose a good thumbnail. So again, this is not the greatest video for choosing a thumbnail, because they're all just boring pictures of somebody typing. But choose the best thumbnail that you can, If you don't have a good one in the video, you can just upload a custom image, or you can choose something else from the video. The one thing you don't want to choose, don't choose a thumbnail with a lot of text in it, because if your video thumbnail has more than 20% text, Facebook will reduce your reach. They do not like text on images and videos. It's okay if part of your video has text in it, just don't make it the thumbnail. When we're done, we hit schedule, publish, whatever you're going to do, uploads, and off it goes. One thing to keep in mind with videos is some people will have them autoplay in their feed, and other people are going to need to hit play. So keep that in mind when you're choosing what videos to put on Facebook. While we're talking about video, let's talk about Facebook Live and live video right here. If you were going to do a live video, you would click on that. Now, I've never done a live video here, so it's asking for permission to use my microphone and my camera on my computer. The basics are pretty intuitive, but I've got a whole video on how to do Facebook Live, and I've got the link down in the description, so check that out if you're interested in doing more Facebook Live. Now I want to show you how to do a link post, and these are the posts that I see people do wrong more than any other type. And a link is where you're sharing a link on Facebook, could be to your own website or blog, or it could be an article or something from somewhere else. First thing to do is find the article that you want to share, and then go into the status box here and paste it in. And what Facebook will do is it will scrape the article, and it'll pull out a picture and a headline and a little first couple sentences of it. And then you just add your caption here at the top. Don't let just anyone fix your computer. Find a trustworthy company. Remember, they have access to all of your data. Kind of a fear-mongering post for our fake tech support company here. So once I was done, I would just go ahead and hit publish. Now, before we move on from links, I want to show you something really important here. Sometimes you're going to paste a link, and it will look like this. It'll give you a headline and a title, but there'll be no image. Now, the reason that happens is because whatever you're linking to either doesn't have an image or it doesn't have a featured image designated. Either way, this looks terrible in your news feed. So you want to come down here to this plus sign, and you want to add an image from your computer. You can find an image to use that's appropriate. I'm just going to use our dog using the computer here. Now it looks like a great professional article, add a caption, and we're done. But you want to make sure any link you post has that nice big headline here and a great picture, because you are fighting people with ADD that are scrolling through their Facebook news feeds on their phones so fast. And if you want any chance of somebody to see your content and then to engage with it so more people see it via the Facebook algorithm, you've got to do everything as well as it can be done. A couple of things really quick on writing your posts. Hashtags, you can use them on Facebook. People don't generally use Facebook hashtags, but I would suggest maybe using them if you just want a certain color something to stand out. Another way to make things stand out, because again, we don't have any bold or italics or anything when social media status updates, is you can tag things and then they'll show up. So I'm going to add on to this, by the way, do you like Apple computers or Microsoft? So what I did is I did at Microsoft, and then I found them in the list, computers. Now when we make this post live, you can see my hashtag and Apple and Microsoft all showed up in blue. Just a way to change things up in your post, especially if you've got a lot of text. You want more tips on writing? I've got a video on social media writing tricks that I've learned over the years. I'm happy to share them with you. I've got that down in the description as well, so check that out if you're interested. If you don't have a lot of your own content to share on your business page, sharing content can work great. Now, if you come across an article in your feed, you can just use the share button, that's fine. So here's this BuzzFeed video, and let's say I want to share that on my page. I can hit share down here. I want to choose share with the ellipses after it. And then from the drop down, share on a page you manage. And I suggest anytime you share something, always add your own take on it. So they are getting something personal from you or from your brand. Seriously, guys, this is what we do when all the computers are fixed. And then I'm going to post it. Now, sometimes you might come across something where there's no share button, or you're logged in the wrong account, it won't let you share to your page or whatever it might be. If you run into that on any post, and this goes for any social media network, if you click on the timestamp here where it says 6 hours or it says, November 5th, whatever it is, you click on that, it will give you the direct link to whatever post that is. And that goes for Instagram and Twitter as well. Then I can come up here and just take the actual link, come over to our page, paste it in. It'll come in just like a share. Then I add my caption at the top. So what can you do when you're posting to a Facebook business page that you can't do on a profile page? Well, there's some new tools here that you can see. One of them being you can create an offer for people to claim. Those are kind of neat because once they claim your offer, Facebook will keep reminding them to use it until they do or until they get rid of it. You can do specific job listings on Facebook, but the biggest thing you can do with a post on a business page that you can never do on a personal page is boost it. And I know sometimes when you're a small business, you're a small brand, a nonprofit, you think, I don't have any money for that. But you'd be amazed what you can reach for $3 to $5 if the situation is just right. And it's not only reaching more people, it's reaching people that have never even liked your page. Boosting is the big thing that you can do on a business post that you couldn't do on a profile page post. Okay, one more thing I want to show you guys before I show you how to do this on a mobile device. I love this. This is so cool, and it's relatively recent from Facebook. You can add a link or a button to a post if you're going to boost it. Again, you can boost things for as cheap as $1 a day, but if you get to the point where you're boosting posts, like this keyboarding video post here, I'm going to click Boost Post, and there's no link in this post. But let's say that I had something here and I wanted a call to action. Well, now I can add a shop now, book now, learn more, sign up. So let's say we did learn more, and then I can link to our website just like that, add my boosting, my duration, all of that. So that's a neat trick. If you want to add a link, you don't necessarily have to add a big, ugly, long link to the end of your post. You can actually add it when you boost it, again, if you're going to boost it. So now let's look at a mobile device. You want to use the Facebook Pages app, which has this orange flag here. Open it up. So most of this is the same as publishing on a desktop, just things are in slightly different places. So we'll just run through these really quick. You're going to hit Publish here on the left. Type any kind of status update that you want. And then down here on the right, you'll see these green icons. That's to add photos or a video from your phone. The red camera is for Facebook Live. The next one is your location icon if you want to add a location. And if you click on that last smiley face, it'll actually give you several more options here. Feeling, activity, poll, get messages. You would simply type your message here. If you wanted to add a photo, hit continue. Now it's going to ask you, do you want to publish it now? Or do you want to schedule it for later or save it as a draft, just like on desktop? And when you're done, you just hit publish and off it goes. That's it. If there's anything you wanted to see that I didn't cover, let me know down in the comments and I will help you out, okay? So that's how you would do Facebook business pages. If you're wondering if you even need a Facebook business page, I've got a video for that. You'll find the link down in the comments. Most people do. There's a few exceptions of businesses that don't need a business page, and I cover all that in the video. Thank you for watching 5-Minute Social Media, where I'll continue to teach you the best possible social media in the least amount of time. Take a second to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so you make sure to get notified when a new video comes out. And if you enjoyed this, give this video a like. Thank you so much.